You nervous?
Nope.
All right, let's get started.
I don't do nervousness.
Okay. Hey you guys, welcome back to Queen's Roots. I am your spiritual and metaphysical teacher. So here on this channel, I guide you along your spiritual journey to help you reconnect with who you really are and learn how to master the metaphysical tools so you can create the life that you desire to live. Now in today's video, we have part 4, 5, well, I think this will be part 2 to my Twinflame. Well, this is a part of the Twinflame series. I've been leading up to this for what, 4 videos now?
Yes.
4 videos now.
At least.
He watches my videos.
Yes,
so
I do.
4 videos now. And this is part 2 to me telling you my story of my Twinflame journey. And today my Twinflame is officially here. So let me introduce you guys to my Twinflame, Trey B. Right?
That's right.
So in today's video, he's going to tell us his part of, if you know, what a Twinflame journey meant to him, us coming into union, kind of his perspective of how we met and the different things that we noticed when coming along to being, well, identifying if we were in fact a Twinflame or not. So
Okay.
it's story time.
Well, first of all, just as my partner was saying, my name is Trey B.
Partner.
That's right, partner.
All right, go
And
ahead.
this is my perspective and my story on how we met. And as far as the Twinflame perspective, I didn't even know what a Twinflame was, to be honest, until I really met her. But I'm gonna just say it simply that the first ever time that I met her, I just knew there was something special about her.
Special.
So let me actually rewind it back. So I was dating for a little while. Things didn't seem to work out, and I got a little tip off of my adopted brother.
Ooh, wait, do not say the name of the website, the thing.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Because they're not paying us.
I know.
All right.
So I got a little tip off my adopted brother, and he was like, listen, why don't you go online, go onto different dating apps and see what you can find. And I turned and looked at him. I said, man, I said, these things are fake. I said, there ain't no way that I'm gonna find someone on there. And he was like, well, you know, situation between me and my wife, that's how we met. I said, okay. So I gave it a try. So I gave it a try. And
Wait, how long were you on there first?
I was probably on there for about maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks before I started talking with you.
I was only on there for like 2 or 3 days. So. And that may be like the longest. I wasn't even on there that long.
Yeah, because I wanted to try something new. I wanted to try new experience with this whole dating app thing, but it seemed like it was unsuccessful. The people that I was talking with, uninteresting. I'm a guy that has big visions. I'm very ambitious about things. And when you're talking about small things, simple-minded things, it doesn't attract me. You know, I want something that's going to be long and something that's going to be better for the both of us.
So wait, so I was something big that attracted you?
That's right. That's right. Well, and here is the part that's gonna be really significant in all this. So when I started talking with her, immediately I knew something was different. You know, I actually said that she has some beautiful eyes. I actually told her that. But after, how long was it when I sent you my first message and then you didn't respond?
I don't know, I think like a day or 2. I did respond. I just...
You responded, then all of a sudden it seemed like... So the thing was...
think it was like a day or 2 in between. Well, I was on it that long.
During the hurricane?
I don't know. I think time-wise, it was probably like a day.
Well,
because I really wasn't on that long, so.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I would have messaged you. Maybe I'll give you a day and a half.
Okay.
Before like I dropped the conversation.
Okay. Well, in that case, since I did have to wait for her to respond. It was during the hurricane. So we had a simple little conversation at first, but then when we really started to get into the conversation, it was just what I wanted. It was just in a partner, someone I was envisioning. You know, she was all about intelligence. She was all about ambition. It was something that was really, really exciting for me. But my whole thing was, we were talking for probably about maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks before she actually initiated that, say, hey, let's go out on a date.
Yeah, he was taking too damn long.
The reason why I didn't initiate things is because, you know, I'm kind of those guys that like to take my time, get to know you a little bit better. But, you know, she asked for it and I planned for it. So
I don't know how I feel about that. Like,
what?
Now people are gonna know, like, I asked for the first date. Like, I had to ask.
But I was the one that planned everything out.
All right, we'll give you that.
Okay, so the day came in which we were set to meet each other. This was a day I was a little nervous about because I didn't know what to expect.
Wait, what did you just tell me in the car?
That I don't do nervous?
No. When you said when you first laid eyes on me. Wait, what did you say?
What did I say? Oh, that I already knew something was special about you, right?
No, I feel like you said something else. I don't know, you just said something to me in the car about when you first laid eyes on me, but you said it was at Smoothie King. I said it was in the car.
Oh, I forgot now because of I care. But as soon as I laid eyes on her, I'm gonna go back. When she first got in the car, I automatically knew that there was something different about her. The energy, the vibe about her, you know, I'm just gonna say it, I'm gonna be real. There's times in which I've taken people out and you just feel this tense, nervous energy. You know, everyone does have it. But with her in particular, and with me, I didn't feel any nervousness, nothing, tension, nothing like that. It was all good fun, all conversations. We learned about each other in a matter of minutes. So what I did for her first is we went out to get a milkshake. We went out to get a smoothie. I'm Smoothie King, you know. And with that, we went to...
Well, wait. I think, because I already went over all of that.
So oh yeah, you did.
You gotta pick up... Okay, never mind. I said you could have picked up where I left off, but you just got... Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
I know,
you gotta
it's
explain
my
your
perspective.
Part. All right, yeah.
It's my perspective on everything.
You ain't gotta go into detail because I did the detail.
I know, I understand. But the main thing was about the whole date experience. It was the perfect date. I couldn't even say anything more about it. It was someone that I feel like I've already met before. And
yes, he could not keep his hands off me on our date.
Oh, that's messed up. Oh, yes, I could.
No, he didn't.
But the fact is, your body language was, you know, kind of speaking. Okay, this is why, from a male's perspective to a woman's.
That's what it was saying.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
All right.
But it was the perfect date. We were just having a lot of conversation about our past and about our future, what we wanted in a partner, what we were seeing in each other. As far as a twin flame union, like I said, right away, I already knew it was a natural feeling. If you feel a good natural feeling towards a person, then that definitely means that you have some sort of connection with each other.
What was your indication that you thought it might have been something, like the reason why you thought it was something different?
I didn't feel any tense. I wasn't tense. No malice behind you. No nothing like that. It felt like I met you before. And it felt like we were reconnecting with each other. Bear in mind, I've never seen you a day in my life. Maybe it was another pastime that we would have met, but I just felt like we just knew each other from somewhere. And I can't really explain why, but the only thing is she already had my heart maybe within the first week.
The first week of seeing each other? The first week of talking?
Probably the first week of seeing each other.
That's the first time you ever said that to me.
Because like I said, it was a great feeling. You know, I cannot express any more about what I'm gonna say, but perfection is what you want to make it. She was absolutely perfect. When we started going out, our interactions together,
I'm so perfect now?
Right, you are perfect. That's why I'm here right now.
Let's see how long that lasts.
Really? I mean, I already know we're gonna have, you know, our change ups. You know, not everything's gonna be sunshine and rainbow. But
we'll come back to that.
But in a sense, I've always enjoyed her company. I've always enjoyed talking with her and being around her. This is a thing that separates the two of us dating someone else, in which we've had more of a perspective like, okay, you know what? I'm kind of tired of you. You know, can you just go on somewhere? Versus where we always kind of want to be with each other.
No, I get tired of you too.
Oh, you do get tired of me?
I do.
That breaks my heart. That just makes me want to cry.
But it's like little bits.
Oh, really?
I told you that when I be like, all right, I need a break.
Oh, well, how would you feel if I said that to you then?
Don't be crushed.
Oh, no, don't be crushed. You're just getting it. You're just getting the same thing. But
You better not get tired of me. It's a one-way street. It only works for one.
Oh, so it only works for one?
Because despite what like our sign, it seems like it's more me that's with the whole like isolation.
I need my space.
Hermit mode. You're not like that at all for whatever reason.
But I will give you your space though.
And I'm gonna take it.
I'll give you your space whenever you want your space, okay?
You're getting better with it.
Oh, really? You think so?
You are.
Okay.
Because initially, like, you had meltdowns when I was like, I need my space.
Oh, yeah.
Now I think you're getting better with it.
Because I understand you more.
Well, the thing is, I explained to you in the very beginning that this was going to happen. And you was like, oh, it's okay. I'm a patient man.
Yes, but sometimes
but when it happened, you kind of like had moments of freaking out.
Yes, but you did do it spontaneously sometimes.
I mean, who was gonna plan it out?
You know, my whole thing is I was just concerned. That was all. Not trying to overcrowd you or anything like that.
Your feelings was hurt.
You think so?
I know so.
Yeah, it was. It was. You just crushed my little poor feelings.
Anyway, all right. So where do we leave off at? All right. So after finding out the whole, how did you feel when I explained to you that we were twin flames?
At first, it made a lot of sense. We went through a whole series of tests. And yes, I'm going to say it was definitely a test.
I think we're still going through some.
Yeah, we're just going through it. Right now, what makes a year?
Yeah, a year and 1 month.
A year and 1 month of knowing each other, but still.
Feels like it's been a long ass time.
It was, but can I explain, when you moved?
Right.
So, she moved. She moved in January. And everyone was saying, basically about how our union was probably gonna be broken up. A lot of people don't believe in the long distance type of relationship.
I just got told this shit yesterday again, so.
I mean, not even for that, not even when it comes to a friendship.
Oh,
That, people are broken up, things like that. But it is up to you whether to listen to those people or not. The reason why that I was making sure that me and her were not going to be separated in those parts is because she had a whole lot of value to my life. When we came in, we had some significant troubles. Both of us going through some crazy drama, crazy shit, but we both lifted each other up and we helped each other out through our problems. But here's a crazy thing about each other. It's like we marry each other.
I only think something fell in that closet. All right, we marry each other.
Sorry about that. But we mirrored each other. So if she was going through a good phase in her life, I would usually be going through a bad phase in my life, and vice versa. This is another thing of a twin flame perspective, in which, like, it's crazy. Like I said,
well, not only the good and the bad, it was what we were going through. So it was like, if I was going through something in one area, he would be in the good part of that area, and then the roles would reverse, like instantaneously. Once, like, if I figured it out, then he was like right behind me. I'm going through the same thing. So,
which was absolutely crazy.
It still is crazy. Which
we're still actually going through this.
But it's good because it helps us balance each other out. Yeah.
And after the initial move, there was a lot of changes. I was still here, and she moved on. And I did tell her, I said, you need to move on to better yourself, to better your life, you know, whatever.
You did not tell me that.
Oh, I did? Yes, I did. Oh, I wasn't selfish about that.
No, you didn't. Don't tell me.
I was not selfish about it, though.
You did not tell me. You told me that you weren't moving on. You was like, you're not moving on. I said I was moving on because no. What I said was, I was not going to put us in a position where we had to be in a relationship while we were still trying to figure out the long distance stuff. So this one here was like, no, he wasn't moving on. He didn't want to be with nobody else. He wanted to be with me. That's what was said. I was, of course, trying to figure it out with, you know, our situation.
Yes, well, that's both of us to figure out. See, because again, what affects you affects me too, and vice versa. So someone can.
But you definitely didn't want me to move on.
Okay.
You wanted me to do stuff to make me happy and to like better stuff, but you didn't want me to be with somebody else.
Did you want me to be with someone else?
I still don't. So.
But that was
figure it out.
Well, like I said, we're in the process of figuring things out, and this is someone I love and admire very much in my life. If it wasn't for her, a lot of things wouldn't have happened. She's talked to me about a lot of my problems, and I have talked to her about a lot of her problems. Again, this is the whole thing where it comes to balance. Just because you're a twin flame and you have these similarities, it doesn't mean that you don't have differences when it comes to each other's perspectives. So
I'm sorry for that.
Oh no.
Yeah, especially there's glare behind you and I'm not really feeling. Okay,
it's better.
Yeah.
What was I saying again?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
You said that there was a balance. Oh, sorry.
So there's a balance of perspectives between each other, and there's also differences. This is what makes a relationship not only a balance and a good one, but we can help each other out. So if I'm having a problem, I already know that she can handle it, and if she's having a problem, I already know I can handle it. And being a twin flame, again, just as she was saying, it doesn't mean it has to be a romantic thing. It can be with virtually anybody. But in this case, this is my twin flame, and this is who I'm glad to have met.
That sounds kind of sexy though. Alright. Anything else? Because I'm about to turn the camera on. Okay. For the twin flame journey, for me, a lot of my psychic gifts were awakened and opened, and I am for myself. Did you get that? Did you feel like maybe anything on your end happened? Like maybe like more vivid dreams, maybe, because you're not more like, you're not into.
I just go with things.
Yeah, I mean, I already had these gifts dormant, and I knew I had them because some of them are from like, I've seen them in my family, but they were very dormant and out of fear and spiritual conditioning or religious conditioning. I was afraid to embrace them. So with coming into union with him, I definitely had that experience. So did you?
The only thing I've had is signs, things that probably didn't work out. And it's just like my other brother was telling me about, you know, how you get on, you know, these different dating sites. You know, I'm just a type that I go with the punches, I roll with the flow, and I see what there is to see, and I just test my luck. I didn't know that she was gonna come into my life. I didn't know that we were gonna meet.
But did you, because you know, like I had feelings. Like I remember in my last video I said that I was having dreams of you coming. You'd have no feeling, no indication that like something was coming?
Not really. Not really.
It's because you're a man.
Really? Just because I'm a man, that's why. That's being kind of sexist.
Men are not as intuitive as women.
You sure about that?
Hell yeah, that's facts.
Oh, okay. What if a man was then?
Then there's some men that's out there that have good intuition. However, there's very rare of them. Because men are not as in tune as women.
Okay, fine. I will give you that.
You ain't gotta give it to me. It's mine. I got it. It is what it is. Let me just say, you know what I just noticed?
What's that?
Now, I know I talk with my hands a lot, but watching you do this video, you really talk with your hands. So it feels good to have like...
Oh, I know I talk with my hands.
Somebody else that talks with their hands a lot.
I mean, I am from up top, so we tend to talk with our hands a lot because gestures and motions with our bodies are a lot stronger.
So I don't know where that comes from.
I mean, you are just that type. You know, you like to talk with your body a lot, so do I.
Okay, so I mentioned in my last video, without talking about the actual act of it, the energy between you and I. Did you feel that same way?
Yes, I did.
Just the energy.
Energy was intense between us. And when I mean intense, I mean...
Like, did you feel that before? Like, in your other, like, dating or women? The level of, like, the energy between us?
Not really. Between me and you was the most intense energy that I've ever felt. Again, as soon as you got in the car, I just felt a different type of energy surrounding both of us. And I couldn't say nothing more about it. I mean, it felt good, but it felt kind of strange at the same time. Now, again, the thing is, like, we knew each other from somewhere. And that's where the tension kind of leveled off. So that's why I was able to get really comfortable with her very quickly, too.
I just have that effect on people in general.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Oh, and why is that?
Because it's me.
Because it's you, because you're...
People always say that they feel comfortable around me. People literally walk up to me, I don't know them, and they start telling me everything.
It sounds like me.
Yeah, you get that too.
Yeah,
I think that may be, like, that part may be a part of our signs, though. Considering
that people like our advice, the way that we tell it to them, we're very straightforward people. You know, we'll let them know how it is, and it's like, hey, I'm so sorry. You know, this is the truth. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. So we both also have that in common, where people just walk up to us and just start telling us their life story, and we'll just give them the best advice we can.
I will say something that, because I keep saying our sign, we're both Aquariuses, so this was our first time both dating the same sign. So if you're an Aquarian, you know, comment down below if you dated another Aquarian, because I find this is very interesting. Of all the Aquarian men that I have met, he is the first one, and I don't know if it's because our signs are very similar, maybe we have like in the same chart, but he is the very one that's like, when it comes to like attributes of our sign, who is like male version of me. Like, this is like the dude version of me.
This is a female version of me.
I'm pretty though.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't say you were. Wait. Okay. So do you want to talk about any of the similarities that, or things that we experience? As I mentioned some, like The moment I mentioned when like you brought the wine, and it was the exact same wine that I had been in the store previously getting that I didn't get. You remember any of those moments where we've had a lot of them, you guys?
Too many of them to count, actually.
A lot. Even to today, like when we come into like similarities, we're still finding out like a lot of stuff is still. What's something that we just found?
I was just about to ask you that question.
Because it was like 2 days in a row that we was like, oh, we didn't know.
I know. Oh, we actually graduated in the same year.
Oh, and he didn't know that.
I did not know that. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I said the next time that
Wait, when was your graduation? What month was it?
June.
You graduated in June too? What day?
27th, 28th, or something like that.
Oh, we came out in June, I think the 15th or the 17th, I can't remember.
I didn't even know the month.
The month was June.
I just learned something new about you on the video.
Alright, we graduated in the same year. And this is the reason why I think this was such a big deal is because I'm a year younger than he is. So he wasn't aware. Like, I don't know why I didn't tell you, like, for whatever reason, I had never told him I was skipped a grade. So when I just happened to ask him what year he graduated recently, and he was like, he told me, and I was like, oh shit, I graduated the same year. It was something else. The next day we figured out something else.
I can't remember. That's the one thing about it. Like,
but I think it was something that we did not like, and we was like, oh shit, we both don't like that.
I'm trying to remember. We got so much.
So let me ask you a question.
Yep.
What do you think is going to be like the outcome of this union? Not necessarily like, you know, romantically or anything, but like, what do you think if we were to be like, when we die or when we return back to being one soul, like what was our lesson that we were supposed to be like, okay, this is what we needed to learn, or this is the reason why this happened?
Honestly, as far as a lesson is concerned, we can be very mistrusting of people.
Yeah.
And we can be, well, for me personally, it's all about control.
Not mistrusting. I think we are too trusting.
Okay, that is a good one.
And so we get taken advantage of a lot.
Right.
Because we have such good hearts and sensitive to people.
The bigger your heart is, sometimes people will come in there, take advantage, you know, because they actually see it. Yeah. It's just like the whole thing where we go back, people come to us, ask us for our advice, ask us for help with things. We may not want something in return, but when it comes down to it, people sometimes, they don't want to give back. And that is my thing, you know, as an individual, is I like to give back. I like to give back to my community. I like to give back to my friends. Whatever I have to give back to, I will do it. But sometimes people will overstep their bounds and they'll clearly take advantage of you.
They will.
So with
okay, so that we're too trusting. What was the other one?
We need to learn to lay back sometimes.
Too controlling.
Sometimes we're so strong for our own good that's a weakness too.
Wait, so
what's that?
How do you feel that works in our dynamic?
Two strong people coming together, that means one person needs to tell the other person, listen, I got this, lay back for a second, okay? Let me take care of you. But
those are shit that he says, but to be, but when it's the other way around, he won't let me.
I'll let you do something for me today.
But that's because I had to not tell you.
But even if you didn't tell me, I would have still let it happen.
He has to work on receiving, whereas I'm like, all right, I've gotten to the point I can receive. Okay. I do like that with us. I do like that I can be more and embrace more of being a feminist, or my feminist side, because I don't have to always be like so strong. I don't have to always be so in control. My experience, like even from when like the first date, was me letting go of control and like learning to realize he still has to learn these damn lessons.
Everyone has to learn their lessons.
Well, only because, okay, so we're both caregivers, and whereas Like, I've learned to, with being with him, he has been like a real big caregiver for me, and I've like allowed that in and allowed that to happen and embraced it. Whereas he hasn't. We both haven't really had the caregiving experience back to us, so he has a harder time in letting go because he's never really had that at all, you know. So then it's like when I am coming in slowly but sure, because I don't do too much for shit for men who ain't my boyfriend, so you know, just so you know. But he gets a little special little perks from time to time.
Oh well, thank you for the perks.
Just a little, not a lot.
Oh, okay.
But so when I do stuff, which I'm probably gonna be more open doing stuff a little bit more now because it's been like a year now, but I think he has to start being open.
I will try my best. That's the only thing I can say.
All right, so too controlling. We have to learn how to let go.
There was one more thing that we have to learn how to do.
Ooh, you're gonna say forgiveness, aren't you? I feel it.
I was gonna say it, yes.
But I don't have a problem with forgiving. My thing is I forgive too easily, whereas you have a problem with forgiving.
Okay, so that's the opposite. Which, again, here we go, the whole mirror thing.
Yeah.
She forgives too easily. I don't really forgive. It is a problem on both ends. And yes, you know, I'm the type that, you know, I'll go to church once in a while. I've gotten lectures from other people. It's just like how I would go to church. I would get lectures about how it is important to forgive. My thing is, I've had experiences where forgiveness was very difficult for myself, just because of close friends, family. Not an easy thing to do. So I've developed this zero tolerance when it comes to forgiveness, because sometimes I believe people will just happen to do it again, to hurt you again, because you have forgiven them. But my lesson is a tainted heart and a weak heart, that's a non-forgiving heart, and I don't want to have anything to do with that. But forgiving too easily can lead people back to hurt you over again, because you allow that, you tolerate that. So it has to be a balance of in between. Yes, I can forgive you. Yes, I can do this and that for you, but I'm just gonna feed you with a long spoon and be done with it. Because at the end of the day, it's up to you to say, hey, do I really want to be hurt again?
I think it's for me like creating consistent boundaries. That's what it would be.
Well, the boundaries are there, but I have to learn that. And she also has to learn that too. So, you know, we both are learning from each other. We both are doing things for each other to better ourselves.
So do you think it was worthwhile meeting?
Yes, of course.
It was.
Because like I said, if I've never met you, I don't know. The biggest smile was on my face when we first not only met up with each other the first time, but when we came back into union with each other. I had the biggest smile on my face, you know, even, you know, when I was calling my mom, she can even hear it. She can even hear that I was happy with her. So I think meeting was the best thing for both of us.
Yeah, it definitely, sorry, it definitely was. All right, you guys, that it will be enough for this video. We're going to stay tuned for next week. On the next video, we're going to answer some common and uncommon questions about twin flames from both of our perspectives. And that is it.
Thank you all for watching.